Okay, here we are with the coach training for the alpha version of Life Coach Planner. So you've already opted in as a coach through the opt-in page, and you received the email with your login, and you logged in, and you ended up in this screen roughly. So you don't have any clients yet, so the first thing you want to do is click on Manage Clients, and you're going to, in this case, this account has one that I've added, but you're going to add a new client, enter their first name, last name, and their best email. That will add them to automation that's going to send them their login information in their email. So that's how you add a client. You go manage clients, add a new client, set this up, and then our automated system will send them the email after you hit create. So that takes a few minutes. Once you have added clients, then they'll show up in your overview screen. I realize there's a little bug here. When you only have one, this is actually an accordion menu, so when you have multiple, you'll be able to click on each one and it will expand out. But it looks like the first time you need to click a couple times on that first when you just have a single client. This will show you any upcoming events or goals they have in their calendar, as well as 7-day totals for different types of activities that you've given them. Over here on the right, you have a recent log of events. So in this case, this is over the last 7 days, I think, maybe 5 days. They had one activity that's red that they didn't complete, and they added a comment to it. One thing to clarify here, their name is here, and then this is the last 7 days, Wednesday through today, which is Wednesday. So you'll see these are all blue for the day of the week as you add more clients. And then these are the upcoming days. Each of these symbols, so light gray means there was no activity. You didn't schedule any. Green means they completed one successfully. Yellow means they partially completed one. Red means they didn't complete or only completed a very small bit of an activity. And the dark gray indicates that you have an upcoming event that you have scheduled for them in the future or today. So not a lot of information here right now because we haven't filled out a lot of things. From each one of your clients, you can go to their calendar or settings page. We'll go to their calendar. That's the main thing for right now. As you add clients, you can select which client's calendar to look at here. And in this case, it shows us that we have our single client low carb. So this is going to be their calendar. For just screen real estate reasons, you can hide or show this library section here. So if you're not using the libraries, you can just hide them to see more of the calendar. And we'll talk about those in a second. We'll come back to that. So at a glance, you can have different views of the calendar. Mostly we'll just use the month view to start. The yellow day is today, so that's Wednesday the 22nd of May. So any events up to and including today will have a color other than white. So if they complete the prescribed amount of time for the activity, and they entered that, they updated this activity to say, I did 15 minutes, plus or minus 10%, it goes to green. If they did up to 75% of the time or 125% plus of the time, then they get yellow. So they either did too much of it or too little, but they did actually make an attempt. And then red this is if they didn't enter any time for it, or they did, I'm trying to remember what I have it at. It's either only 25% or 175% plus of the amount of time prescribed. So it's a way, and those are the same colors that you saw back on the overview screen. So you see we have green, yellow, red, and then 2 upcoming. If we go back to the overview, we should see green, yellow, red. So this isn't quite right. Looks like there's a bug there. And then a couple things showing up. So I got to work on that. So the idea here is that you are scheduling items on upcoming days. So you can click on a day and it will allow you to create a new event. You have a list of things that you can pick from. Day off, finances, decluttering, journaling. Let's make a journal event. You can, right now it'll just be an all-day event to start. You don't really need to worry about, they can shift it around. I haven't quite got the time zone stuff working, so right now it's just entering an event on the calendar at all. The title, so we're going to do more cleanup. Oh wait, this was journaling. Do your gratitude exercise. And we'll say that's 15 minutes. And then there's a longer description down here if you need to tell them more. Write about all the things you are grateful for. Now that after that, you don't need to fill in any of this. That's the part they'll fill in. So once they complete, they'll fill in the completed duration, how they felt, and any comments. So you can add that. It shows up here on the calendar. And just so it's clear, if we go to, in the other screen, I have this user logged in. And you can see they see their calendar. Now, if I refresh this, there's the journaling exercise. So they're able to see that right away. And similarly, if they were to say, oh, I had a 1 hour cleanup event that I needed to do. I did 1 hour of it. I felt great. Cleaned the whole garage. And you'll see also right now they're able to update and copy this and delete this event. So I need to work on that, maybe remove those from what a user can do, one of your clients can do. So we'll update that. It goes to green because they completed it. Now if we go back to your view, the coach's view, and refresh this page, you'll see that now they've done decluttering. And if we were to go back to the overview, you'll see that they completed their homework, and there's the comment. And like I said, I still need to work on the colors here. So you're adding things for people. You can also, if you have a something that you want them to do every day, you can simply copy to the next day. And there it is, it shows up on the next day. That allows you to build out a week fairly quickly. Furthermore, you can copy a whole week. So you're able to select the week to copy from and the week to copy to. And actually, I don't know what the name field is. That might be a bug too. And when you copy that, all of the events will be copied from the from week to the to week. So that way you can populate somebody's calendar quite quickly. And then on top of it, libraries allow you to work even faster. Once you build up, say you have an item like we had here, meditation, do 15 minutes, or this journaling exercise. So we're running out of space here a little bit, but we can drop events in the library. You have to get it right over that drop events here thing. And then you'll see do your gratitude exercise up here. So now we can then drag that down to when we go into anybody else's calendar, we have saved it as a sort of custom library event that we can just pull out of our library. On top of that, you can have multiple libraries. So I have one that has a silly name here. you always get a default library. So, for instance, if you had one set of clients that were typically, maybe they're business type of clients and they have business type of events, and another set of clients that are creative clients that have creative type of events. Well, you might have them in different libraries so that when you were working with one type of client, you could just have that library open, pull things in and out of that library, and save them off easily. So those just make it easier for you to build out a client's schedule fairly quickly. So once again, you can hide and show the libraries. It looks like I have maybe a little work to do on that. As you add more clients, you'll be able to select them here and it will refresh the page with their information. Similarly for settings, we can go to the settings page, and this has very little on it. Right now, the only setting they can use is to set up their calendar, and I'm going to show that in a different video, how they can add this to their Google Calendar from a URL. And I think that's it.